What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy, Driver Hayes, back at it again. Today is it's Friday, August the 18th. I think I'm in like Utah, Alabama, and I'm just waiting for my 10 hours to be up, my reset. Right now it's 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me see. Oh, I actually got 6 minutes left, right, until my 30 is up. So I thought I'd come on here, tell y'all how my week been so far. The week has kind of been hectic, up and down. Like, it started out Monday. I had to deliver some cabinets coming from Houston. Cabinets coming from Houston, going to Charlotte, North Carolina. No, my bad. Going to Southern Pines, North Carolina, which is like 30 minutes from where I stay. And I get there at 7 a.m. For my delivery. My next pickup was supposed to be 2 hours away at 12 o'clock, but these people ain't finished unloading me until 12 o'clock. So they took like 5 hours. And I ain't gonna lie, I fell asleep, woke up like, damn, like they ain't finished unloading yet. I'm like looking for paperwork, like, damn, did they just not want to wake me up? So I go look, I hear some rustling around in the trailer, and I'm like, oh hell nah. Like, I know they not moving these joints one person at a time, because a lot of these places, if you don't say nothing, if you try to act like you a truck driver that ain't got nowhere to be, they'll take all damn day unloading you, right? So I go back there, I look, it's one amigo in the back unloading the trailer by itself, one box at a time. So I'm like, yo, amigo, like, pasa, what's up? Oh, I don't know. I'm like, man, all right, bet. So I had this supervisor's number. I called the supervisor, like, hey, bro, like, y'all said I was gonna be done at 11. Well, I gotta be out of here ASAP, dog. Like, y'all need to get something going on. Something need to happen. But I'm about to get out the truck, and from now on, I'm helping y'all unload. So, I hops out. I gets in the back of the truck, grab my gloves. I start helping Migo unload, and they had that shit. It got back there, probably like a quarter of the truck left. Man, we got that shit off that truck in 15 minutes. So I bounced, go pick up my load in Henderson from Variety. That's going to like Kentucky and Indiana to Big Lots. Big Lots, they got bought out by Variety wholesalers or whoever it is. They the same people. They got Big Lots, they got Roses. So they bought the Big Lots out. A lot of the Big Lots are either turning them into Roses or remodeling them joints. So anyways, this is when the fuckery starts happening, right? So if y'all been following me, y'all know I've been dealing with this AC issue for like 2 months. I've been trying to figure out like why my AC won't work. I replaced the AC. Damn. I tried to recharge it. I bought a vacuum pump. I did all of that on my own, man. So I finally take it to a Love's. I'm not gonna tell you which Love's, but I took it to a Love's, and shop was like, oh yeah, we got it to come on. It's blowing cold air. We're gonna fill it up with Freon. Matter of fact, hold on real quick. I got the bill here. It's like, yeah, man. He said all you was missing was a switch. He said, so I'm gonna go up here and see if we got the switch for you. Boom. They go there like, yeah, we got the switch. We're like, man, yeah, we're gonna have you done in no time, right? So that switch was they charged me $60 for a switch, $3 for new brass fittings, $50 for a new rewire, $100 for an AC transducer, right? And then $200 for the Freon, $150 for the evac, $346 for the labor, right? I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. That came to like $730. So I'm like, cool. I'm like, yo, if you get my AC going, man, fuck it, I'll pay it. 2 hours later, I'm like, yo, what's up? He was like, oh man, that was just the estimate, man. We're about to get started on the work now. So I'm like, all right, bet. Hence, you know, I got somewhere to be the next day, so I know I gotta be in Dallas by 10 a.m. so I could be up by 8 a.m. I gotta be Dallas at 10 p.m. to be up by 10 a.m. to make my 8:30 appointment. So, like, when it came to like 5 hours, I'm like, all right, y'all, what's up? What's going on? Oh man, we can't get the AC to come on, man. We don't know what's going on, but every time we try to get it on, it's throwing us a code. I'm like, all right. He's like, but give us a few, man. We gonna get it figured out. All right, bet. So I mean, you know, I'm getting irritated because, like I said, when I got somewhere to be, when y'all taking too long, I started getting very front forward with my words. Like, I'm a customer, you know what I mean? Or even if I ain't a customer, even if I'm, you know, just participating in your daily operations as being your delivery driver, and you taking too long to deliver, or you taking too long to load, yo, I got the right to ask you what's up, because you can't be holding drivers up, right? So kind of getting 6 hours, I'm getting tight. I'm getting super tight, right? I'm like, I'm gonna get these. I started talking to myself like, I'm gonna give these dude 30 more minutes. 30 more minutes, bro. 30 minutes. Like, that's what I owe him, right? He said he working on it. So out of 30 minutes, I go around, I look, he got they got a lot of mentees, or they got a lot of mechanics in training at these loves. They call them apprentices, right? And I'm looking at him, I'm like, yo, why in the hell is he in my Sam Chassis box? Like, the Sam Chassis don't got nothing to do with the AC. If anything, like, I'm like, all right, bet. You could be in the Sam cab, but if you up under the hood, like, that Sam Chassis got to deal with the trailer. You know what I mean? That Sam, like, so anyway, long story short, I let them do what they was gonna do. Finally, after 30 minutes up, I'm like, yo, I need my truck. I'm like, whatever y'all got going on, like, wrap it up. Like, I'll pay y'all, I'll take it somewhere else, you know, get it finished up. But like, yo, I need my truck, I got somewhere to be, wrap it up. So they like, all right, we can get you. Bro, these fools put everything back together, like, all right, here go your keys, you can go. They ain't want to look at me, bro. Like, they just, you know what I mean? They acting real nonchalant now. I hop in the whip, I hop in the truck, and I'm like, hold up, something weird. Because, you know, when I usually hop in my truck, the air got to build up. I got like a little minor air leak behind the dashboard, so that air, it's always gonna build up before I take off, right? And so I ain't hearing no beep. So I'm like, hold up. I look down, bro, none of my gauges is working. The engine lighting, the engine gauges ain't working. The oil gauges wasn't working. The fucking the coolant gauge wasn't working. Bro, none of my lights, my speedometer, my RPM, nothing was working, bro. And then to top it off, I go talk to the mechanic like, yo, what y'all do to my truck, bro? Like the gate, he's like, man, we ain't do nothing, man. We ain't touch nothing. All we did was check your fuses. I'm like, man, what? He's like, yeah, we ain't even remute, man. I'm like, all right, bet. He was like, all right, give us a second, we'll check it out. He go check it out. Another 30 minutes, 45 minutes go past. He just come back and pass my keys. He ain't say nothing. So I'm like, all right. So boom, I get in my truck. Hence, I got to go fill up and get gas now, right? So, cause you know, they gas was for Landstar, or for the regular, they gas was $3.79, something like that, $3.75 for Landstar, $2.75. Clock it. So, boom, I go over there, go get gas, and while I'm sitting there, I'm like tapping my buttons. I'm like, oh hell nah. Yo, my windows wouldn't roll up. And if y'all know anything about like 20 from I'm about to tell you where I was at. If y'all know anything about like going to Dallas, bro, or driving like 20, you know, at nighttime, it get cold as hell. So it's like 55, 60. I gotta drive all the way back with my windows I gotta drive all the way to Dallas with my windows all the way down, bro. I ain't gonna tell you how long I had to drive that way, because you're gonna be able to find out where I was at. So anyways, I had to drive all the way with my windows down. My blinkers on my trailer wasn't working. And none of my instrument panel was working. So, you know, like, I'm driving a 10 speed, so you know I gotta keep my shifting to a minimum. Even though I could do it with my eyes closed, I could shift with my eyes closed. I had to pay attention to so much different stuff. Like I really had to rig I really had to rig a lot of the different operations together that night. So anyways, get where I'm going. I stopped. I said, you know what? Oh, let me start my pre-trip. I stopped. I said, you know what? Let me check because I seen that young boy messing with my fuses. Let me check these fuses out real quick, right? So, you know, while I'm parked for the night, I go open up the fuse box. Fam, all of my fuses was in different positions. Not all of them, but probably about 8 or 9 fuses was in different positions from how they was previously. And on top of that, I had some fuses from the SAM cab. I had some fuses from the SAM chassis box in the SAM cab. So I'm like, how the hell y'all mix fuses up from left and right? You know what I mean? And like, why? On top of that, like y'all never heard of a light test? Like, why is y'all even removing fuses and putting them back in? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think Buddy damaged one of my fuse sockets under the SAM chassis. But the good thing is, my truck don't even use that slot, so I ain't gonna worry about that part being messed up. So anyways, now I'm tight, but I'm still like, you know what? I ain't gonna be that dude. I ain't gonna just complain about no service, because you know, like, I don't want to get nobody in trouble. So all day the next day, you know, I done got everything back working, all of the gauges, the windows, all of the codes went away, you know what I mean? Because fam had me thinking that the fuse box that I just replaced was bad. So I'm about to hop on eBay, start fussing out the vendor and tell him like, yo, hey dog, I'm sending you this box back, give me my money back. You know what I mean? Then I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to call Big John. I'm gonna have to get the other fuse box reprogrammed. Nah. So push come to shove, I get everything right. I'm on the way out of Dallas on the next day after I done picked up my next load. Like, nah, I gotta call their corporate offices and tell them how bad they messed up my truck, right? Y'all know anything about Loves, you ain't getting in touch with corporate. Like, you can go on their website, you gonna write your little paragraph, you know what I mean? They gonna send you a little email, you know what I mean? You might get a call back, but you let this dude. If you know anything, you ain't talking to no live person right then and there. So I'm like, all right, bet. I got the card for the shop manager. They said he's gonna be in, I call him. Yo, first thing I did, I explained to him on how I felt like I was overcharged, how I felt cheated for paying $730 and my air wasn't working. And I said, but look, I said, I understand, you know, y'all can't fix everything and y'all tried. I said, but like, dog, bro, your mechanic had about 10 of my fuses in the wrong position, bro. I had to drive to Dallas with my windows down, blinkers not working, you know what I mean, speedometer not working, bro. Like come on, bro, like, that's unacceptable. Like, y'all supposed to be professionals. He's like, all right, man. He's like, man, I understand that. I was like, and he's like, are you sure? I'm like, bro, I got pictures. I have pictures of my fuses previously and my fuses after y'all. So, hey, that's a hint. Take a picture of your fuse boxes, the SAM cab and the SAM chassis, because you never know, like, when you might have to move something around or some shit get moved, you know, and then you wondering why your truck don't work, and it's because some mechanic done, you know, jankified your whole damn operational system. That's my third time today saying operational. I gotta use a different word, but yeah, they didn't damn jacked up your whole functionality. This dude can come over here with his loud ass engine. Hold up. So anyways, y'all hear the beep? Yeah, so anyways, he says to me, man, how'd you pay? I'm like, man, I paid with my Landstar card, man. And he was like, so now I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, oh, buddy, about to give you some money back. Hey, I'm rocking with him. That's why, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I never try to have like an angry tone with people. I always try to have like a cooperative type of mannerism about me. You know what I mean? Because people, I don't want people to be afraid of me, man. I want people to say like, yo, I want to sound like, I want to match other people's tone to the point where people is like, yo, like, I understand where he coming from. You know what I mean? Like, I could feel like his passion, like I understand, right? So like, I want them to feel like, yo, damn, this could be you. This could be you too. So anyways, long story short, he called his corporate. He hit me back. It's like, all right, man, we're gonna refund you the service. I said it before. The service was $360. Yo, out of that $730, fam refunded me $460, bro.